This unit is on descriptive statistics, and before we jump into it, let me just give you an idea of where we're going. We're going to take a look at a collection of data, and so what we do first is we describe that set of data. That's going to be descriptive statistics, and then from that description, we are going to make some inferences, and this is inferential statistics. Now, we're going to make predictions and then try to determine if they're good predictions or not so good predictions. So we're going to describe the data first, then we're going to make some inferences. But in order to do that, in between there, we need some probability. So that's where we're headed. So right now we're going to take a look at the descriptive part of statistics, and then the probability will be in the next section, and then we'll end the course with a good discussion of inferential statistics. So suppose we collect a set of data. We want to reduce it to some kind of understandable form. Instead of just having a bunch of numbers, we want to put those numbers in some kind of a form where we can get some information out of them. So we can define certain measures which describe important features of the collection. Here's a couple of definitions. First of all, any measure that indicates the center of a distribution of numbers, this is called a measure of central tendency. That's what we're going to take a look at first. Measures of central tendency, they are measures that give us a center of a distribution. And another definition is any numerical value that indicates the amount of scatter about a central point, that's called a measure of dispersion. So first, we're going to take this collection of numbers and we're going to find its center. That'll be our measure of central tendency. And then once we have that center point, we're going to find out how spread the data is around that, if it's tight or if it's really spread out. That will be a measure of dispersion. So in unit 3.1.1, we'll take a look at measures of central tendency. And then later in 3.1.2, we'll take a look at measures of dispersion.